All right, I'm doing a little bit of filming here of a friend of mine's builds here because he does a really phenomenal job in my opinion. I think it'd be nice to kind of show these bikes to you guys. So anyways, what we got here is an old school style chopper, one of a few that are here in his pile, and I'm going to get him to go ahead and just kind of say what it is.
Well, it started out as a 77 Super Glide, and I cut the frame and hardtailed it. It's the original frame, and just made it into just a plain little old school bobber. And it's just old shovel head motor, pretty much stock. Got an S&S top end on it, but it's nothing super special. I did put a Baker 6-speed in it, but it's just kind of the bikes I like.
And it's basically been duplicated for we'll say the better half has one too, which is this one, correct?
Yeah, I built this one for my wife. It actually started out as a 76 FLH. It was a full dresser, and I bought it and it had been kind of cut up and stuff, so I went ahead and put a Hafley Brothers hardtail on it and windowed out the frame neck and just built her a nice clean little bobber. She kind of wanted one, and I felt like I kind of owed her one since I was always messing with bikes.
Yeah, and these two, this is how I met the owner. Was he brought these bikes out to the show. Really liked them, and actually the one bike was in the thumbnail in the previous video, and then we got this older AMF bike here.
Yeah. This is a 72 Super Glide, second year of the Super Glide. It's all pretty much original. It did have an older restoration on it. It's got a 73 or newer back fender on it, but it's real close to being original. Everything's really original looking.
Okay, and then here's the bike that he's presently building that I did the tanks for that were, before this little segment here. It's already got some tanks on it, but it's going to get the Eagle back on it. And again, this thing, just some of the styling cues, the Springer front end, this headlight right here, I find that just really super cool. And of course, basic, stripped down basic little tool bag right there. And here we go. And then there's a little story on this bike, if you wanted to say, tell the story.
This is a 77 lowrider. It's the first year of the lowrider. And my dad bought a new one in 1977 when I was 12 years old. And he sold it in 84, and I couldn't afford to buy it. I was just getting out of high school. And so I bought another 77 lowrider, which is sitting behind me actually. And I bought it at auction. And because I never thought I'd find my father's. And then after I had this one for a few years, the one you're looking at now, I stumbled on my dad's and ended up buying it back. And let's see, it's 2021 when I got it back. So it's been gone that long, and I ended up getting it back. And it's amazing. It was black when I got it back, but the guy still had the original tanks that he had stored in boxes for 30 years. And so I put it back with the original tanks back on it and everything. And it even had the same tag number with the same tag on it that it had on it when my father had it. So it's a pretty special bike to me. I can remember going on trips with my dad. We went up to the York factory in York, Pennsylvania and stuff like that when I was a little kid. So it means a lot to me.
Now we're going to go ahead and just briefly show this. This is another good vintage bike right here. Shows its age. It's nice to see this stuff complete with the wear and tear because they're being used. And here's a nice little silent cue here, right here, and then right around, the speedometer there, or the tack, and just nice old tanks. But I saved the best for last. Okay, one of the things that you gotta love are these old mini bikes. Look at this, and you wonder why he's building choppers. Right? Look at this thing. It's just super cool. Old metallic, metal flake vinyl with the purple and white. Now that's a gem.
I got that for Christmas when I was 6 years old, and now I'm 58, so it's 52 years old. And I still got her. I just drug her out of here a while back and got her running again. So I'm doing a little work to it.
Yep, and this is, it's just neat. But there you go. Thanks, Terry, for showing the collection.
No problem.
Hopefully these people on the YouTube like it. And there it is. Just nice stuff. Here's what we're looking at. This is a 1933 Harley RLE. Just do a quick walk around, take a look at this thing. It's we'll say mostly original. Mostly original. Completely original, I'm being told in the background. But I don't think that's original. That's the Mason thing. And in 1933, Harley Davidson produced less than 300 total motorcycles. It was a Depression year bike. And we have this lovely example. The amount of this is an RLE Harley. The number of manufactured of this is unknown, basically. And we'll just kind of look at it real quick. Got I guess a luggage rack there, a stand, these things here, there's springs to the seat, kickstart, Harley Davidson footboards. Look at that, Harley Davidson spark plugs, nice. There's the tank. Take a look at this dash here. There it is. It's got amps. And try to get a good video of that there. Just a neat piece. See some of the stampings there. I did see some other stampings back here. It's a split fender, so you can get tire out. There's Harley Davidson down here. And we got remnants of a decal on this side. A box. We got our grumpy cat there, wants some attention. And over here got footboard, and then you can see the Harley Davidson logo there on the battery box. Just a neat bike. It's good to see these things. And I'm informed that it's not going to get cleaned up, so I guess I'm not painting this one. But anyways, there you go. That's a 1933 Harley RLE. Yeah. All right, here it is running. Nice. And there it goes. It's working on 100 years, still running. Sometimes I feel lucky working around this stuff. This here is a 1963 Dodge Polara. It's been beefed up a little bit. In between all the other stuff that I do around the shop to make money, you know, custom painting, putting up these videos, I do get to go out and get a little ride in this. I'm just kind of got it started up. It is going to be moved around the storage. It needs cleaned up, so I'm going to get it wiped down. There's a couple little odds and ends that need to be done on it to make it better, and that's going to be done. But this is a 500 max wedge car. It's nice and throaty and kind of powerful. So let's just take a quick ride. All right, we're in this car. I'm just kind of going to briefly show it real quick. It's a little sidebar video that I'm doing, and what this beast has is a push button transmission for starters, and I love all this old chrome and stainless steel stuff. It's got a radio delete. We're missing a few little items on it, and there's a few things that need to be done on the interior, but this thing is just gorgeous all the way around. The headliner, excellent job by our interior guy here. And well, anyways, let's get and drive and head down the road here real fast. just getting a little joyride in on a Sunday morning. Keep it quiet around here by the church. Yeah, obviously Christmas is coming up. Alright, I kind of clipped it off going through the neighborhood and stuff. Maybe because I was going slow, keeping it quiet. A lot of people were out walking around. They got the dogs and kids and stuff. This car's kind of loud. I don't want to be any more of a disturbance than I hate to be. But very fortunate to have this very beautiful area that I live near, and just some of this stuff is just amazing. Some of the landscape and scenery and the animals that we see. And well, anyways, just a little dose. Hoping nobody's up here walking, because I want to kind of know nobody's walking. So I'm going to blow out some carbons here real quick. Yeah, we'll just keep it at that. Beautiful area. It's a nice, pleasant drive. And so anyway.